Good morning, everyone. We're on our way to work. Oh, I got up this morning and but last night I was on a chat on Truth Hurts on her live last night, and I was late, of course, but they were talking about, you know, it was like kind of like a light subject, and somebody in the chat anyway brought up this shooting. Somebody was like, "Oh, prayers for the parents that lost their children and the families," and I'm like, "What is going on?" Whew. And they proceeded, you know, in the comments started talking about it, and then Truth started discussing it as well about how it was another massacre. Like, another gunman just goes in and shoots up an elementary school. Like, really? These are some sad days, and it's like you don't even want to focus on stuff like that. And the guy was 18. They said he killed his grandmother, but this morning when I was listening to it, he they say, you know, she's not dead, but he did shoot her. He did that before he went to the school. Then actually even messaged, like, I don't understand how it's like messaged a stranger, I guess on Instagram or something, about his guns, and he's about to do it. And it's like, come on now, like, it's funny. I can't even, how can you know, you do something like that, I can't even say, like, I'm gonna beat somebody ASS on Facebook without them blocking, you know, the content, saying that it's not appropriate. And so you mean to tell me you couldn't trace, or nothing came about from this person saying they gon', you know, do it, and sent pictures of guns and stuff like that, that kind of stuff don't get flagged? I don't understand. And I don't have no solution to this mess, but they say, oh, I guess they're trying to do something that's like some gun control type situation. And I'm not a politician. It's not my area of expertise. But I just don't see how actual gun control will fix this problem. People get guns off the street all day, every day. And clearly with the way things are going, I don't think the gun control is going to fix that. With this type of situation with these schools, I just feel like, okay, there needs to be more security in place at the schools. I mean, it's not going to save the world from this craziness, but when we send our babies to school, we expect them to go to school and come home when they get finished with their studies. I hope that music don't get me copyrighted. I hope y'all can. It wasn't no music though. It was just a whole bunch of commercials. But anyway, you know, let's do that. You know, oh honey, that's just how I feel about it. Yeah, you can try to do some gun control laws all day, but anybody can get a gun. And then you don't necessarily always know a person's mental state that purchases a gun, or after they have purchased a gun, what happens to them mentally. So that's why I just truly feel gun control laws won't fix this necessarily. I mean, it can slow it down a little bit, I guess, but in these situations with these people being able to go in these schools, like, there needs to be better protocol. All the schools need to have metal detectors and, you know, limited entrances, and that's what I want to know. What kind of security is in place at this school, you know? And that's what I want to know. You know, well, how did this boy, he clearly don't go to this school. It was elementary school. It was, from what I was listening to, the president, it was saying it was 2nd, 3rd, and 4th graders. And so you got 19 children lost their lives yesterday because they weren't secure. They weren't outside on the playground. Or nothing like that. I just got a message from my boss. I'm late for work. And but I tell you one thing though, my heart goes out to those parents, y'all. Because you just think, I thank God I don't have little children of my, you know, but my grandson will be going to school, you know, he goes to pre-K. It's a smaller thing. Somebody could easily go in there and shoot up something like that, you know, but it's just one of these situations to where I'm so glad that my girls weren't going to school during these kind of times, because I would be a wreck. And I wouldn't want to just necessarily, you know, I don't know. If in these days, I promise I have to be like, I my child got to be homeschooled. And I wouldn't want to do that to them, because I would want them to be able to, you know, deal with society and everything, and not be a completely sheltered kid and stuff like that. So you just, and everybody don't even have that option. That's the thing. And I know when it's your time, it's your time. But, ooh, honey, to lose your little baby like that. But they said he was killed, so they shot and killed him. I think I'm reporting that correct. Oh, y'all are so thirsty. I got my coffee right here, but it's still super hot. Oh. And then it's going to take me a long time to drink this coffee anyway, because I went to Aldi. I was out of creamer yesterday. So because I was being lazy, I can walk to Aldi. So I didn't feel like driving to the store. It's just faster with traffic. It's faster for me to walk to the store versus trying to drive to the store. So they didn't have any French vanilla creamer. It just said vanilla. Lord knows, and I tell you, that cream was so dang on nasty in my coffee. I should have just left my coffee black. I just thought about it. I'd rather tough it out being black than having bad creamer in my coffee. Y'all just gotta tell me like how y'all feel about this whole situation, and is there any other kind of solution other than cracking down on security in the schools in this type of situation? Because I just remember there have been times like when my girls was in school, it's hard to even go in there to see your kid, let alone somebody get in there and get to your babies. Just 19 to kill 19. Oh my gosh, one person killed 19 children. And that's why I don't think y'all, in my video the other day when I was talking about my vacation, I was trying to surprise my mama to you know, I wanted to go to her classroom, and I'm like, hey, like, clearly they can see me. I got, you know, I have my ID if I needed to be like, oh, I want to go to her classroom so that I could, you know, surprise her. And they're like, oh, no, you can't do that. You know, that's not standard practice to let anybody, you can't go to the classroom. And that's why I'm just like, wow. So, and it made me think about when this happened, when I saw this, I'm like, wow, a parent or, you know, can't even go to a classroom to see their child or pop in on their child, but we got a killer. Although this wasn't at the same school, of course, but a killer can go in and shoot up the place, honey. These are some days. We got to just stay prayed up and keep them in your thoughts and prayers, whatever you do, you know, and just, that's why I always tell y'all, I try to tell y'all, but I'm in my lives, I be rushing, but tell somebody that you love them today before they leave your presence. If you love them, you tell them that you love them. You give them a hug. You make somebody smile today, because you do not know when it's the last time. When it's your last time here or that person's last time here. Y'all, it's just some rough things going on to where you almost don't even want to go nowhere. Forget COVID. You got mental people just on the loose. And see, that's a whole nother topic right there. The whole, you know, how to handle the mental patients. Because you can't keep them all institutionalized, but who oversees and monitors whenever these people are like lashing out? When somebody say, especially a mental person or somebody that's disturbed, or just period, they ain't even got to be, when somebody like threatening, like, you know, I'm gonna shoot this place up, even if they joking, look, you're gonna have to send them, call the authorities, and also get them a mental health check. So y'all better be careful joking about stuff like that, because that needs to be handled correctly too. How do we handle mental illness in people? Because that right there, especially if that's gonna be the excuse for a lot of things that go on. Although I do know that mental people that are truly diagnosed with mental illnesses, they out here on the loose and almost a terrorist out here in this world. And it's like, I hope I can say that word. I wasn't. And that's almost like the, you know, what that person is. It just seems like, because you never know when. It's just like, you just don't know when they're gonna snap. I ain't want to say the wrong word, but you know, you don't know when that. It's just a ticking time and finish the sentence. And nothing negative about a person with a mental illness, but that got to be addressed as well. And I think if we address how to manage people with mental illnesses and follow-ups and stuff with people with mental illnesses, especially if they are properly diagnosed, and put more security in these public places. And I know, you know, oh yeah, that costs money, but you know, ain't it election year? It's money out there. It's money out there for stuff. Oh, excuse me, got the hiccups. Oh my gosh, y'all, I fixed me a bag of strawberries and just noticed I left them sitting on the counter. No breakfast for me. Oh, yes, I do have them. Never mind. I put them in my laptop bag. But you know what, you guys, you know, with all that being said, though, and that is a very sensitive topic, I would love for everyone to think of something funny, probably go to one of my videos or something, and if you're not in good spirits today, look at me, I'm smiling, it's infectious. Or just think of something that's gonna make you laugh, because whatever you're going through today is only for a short period of time. There has been something good that has happened in your life. Think about that and reminisce and hold on to that memory until you have created the positive energy needed to redirect your attention for today. And with that being said, until next time, my good people.